Rain poured heavily over Enugu. Thunder echoed across the sky. Inside Chisom family compound, her father, Chief Arinze, was in his study, smiling as he arranged documents for his daughter's future. Her mother was in the kitchen making dinner. Then a man and a woman walked to the window. The window slowly opened from outside. Fuel was poured around the house. Matching stick dropped. Fire flames swallowed the building. As neighbors screamed, people rushed with buckets of water, trying to quench the fire. When the fire was half quenched, the lifeless bodies of Chief Arinze and his wife were found. But their only daughter Chisom, barely 11 years old, had fainted outside the house and survived. Everyone thought it was an accident, except the killers. Uncle Ikena and his wife Nena stood quietly in the crowd, pretending to cry. They never liked Arinze and his family. Few days later, Chisom was discharged from the hospital. She moved into her uncle's duplex at Independence Layout. But instead of love, she was met with wickedness. Auntie Inena seized her clothes. She was forced to sleep in the storeroom. She cooked for the whole family. She sold at the shop from morning till evening. She was not allowed to go out. She was beaten for the smallest mistake. She was forced to drop out of school. While their 9-year-old daughter is enjoying herself using Chisom expensive clothes, shoes, bags and toys. After 9 years of living in hell with her uncle and family, she is now 20 years of age, while Ifeoma 18 years of age. Ifeoma treated her like trash. One morning, Ifeoma shouted, "Chisom, my shoe is dirty. Go and clean it. You think you are my sister? You are a common maid." Chisom swallowed her tears. She was alone, parentless and voiceless, but she survived. One morning, Chisom, who woke up late from bed, was in a hurry to prepare breakfast, wash the cars and sweep the whole compound when Auntie Inena stepped into her and poured dirty and smelly water on her. "Are you just waking up from bed? What is the time?" asked angrily Auntie Inena. "Ma, I'm sorry. I slept late last night. That was why," she said. But Auntie Inena refused to listen as she started beating her with broom, beating her like a child. Chisom cried, stands and hurriedly started doing her money chores before leaving for the shop. Ifeoma on her bed still sleeping when Auntie Inena entered. "Nay, how are you, my beautiful daughter?" "Mommy, I'm fine. Any problem?" "No dear, I came to call you to come and join I and your father for breakfast." "Okay mommy, I'm coming." Auntie Inena and her family sat on a family dining table as Chisom served them. "Madam, you don't need to eat this morning. Rush to the shop, your presence is needed." Chisom left without eating till evening. That was not a new thing, as she don't eat sometimes 2 days. One fateful night, Chisom could not sleep. She cried her eyes out. "God, take me so I will go meet my parents in heaven and have peace of mind." One hot afternoon, Chisom was sent to deliver items to a customer at the University of Nigeria Enugu campus. As she crossed the road, a black Mercedes almost hit her, but a strong hand grabbed her waist, stopping her. She looked up and saw Dera, tall, handsome, warm eyes and calm expression. "Are you okay? You look frightened." I'm fine, sir. I'm sorry." "No, don't apologize. This city is rough sometimes. Let me help you cross." The moment lasted only seconds, but destiny had already taken shape. She went back to the shop feeling different, but could not place what it was. The next day, Chisom was cleaning the shop. Dera entered, surprised to see her. "This is definitely fate," he said to himself, looking at the cleaning Chisom. "Good morning, sir. What do you want to buy?" asked Chisom, but Dera could not say a word because he was lost in staring at her beautiful face. "Sir, can you hear me?" "Yes, I can. I need a good fabric." "Okay, I will get it now." Wait, do you remember me? I do. You are the guy from last week. Oh, thank God. I thought you forgot, said happily by Dara. Any problem? Asked Chioma. No, but can we be friends? I am not allowed to keep friends, so no. I am not going to harm you, dear, just a harmless friend. She smiled as she said to herself, I really need a friend, even if it is just one. But I need to keep it a secret from my uncle and his family. After that day, Dara started noticing her regularly, sometimes at her auntie's shop, sometimes around the bus stop. He greeted her gently each time. Chisom always bowed her head shyly. One day, he asked, why do you always look tired? Do you work night shift? No, sir, it's nothing, she said as she forced a smile. But it was not nothing. He saw the fear in her eyes, the bruise on her arm, the hunger she tried to hide. Dara made up his mind to get close enough to understand. Ifeoma was seen in the club, drinking and smoking with friends, skipping classes. She often paid lecturers or slept with them to pass her courses. Ifeoma was in love with Dara, who she met once in a supermarket, as Dara helped her to pay her bill as she forgot her ATM at home. She even followed him to know his house and also know his company. She told her friends he liked her. She even imagined their wedding. So one day, when she went to Polo Park Mall, she saw Dara and Chisom talking. Her stomach boiled as she rushed home, waiting for Chioma to get home. When Chioma got home, she rushed and dragged her and gave her a slap hard on her face. Chioma fell to the floor, bleeding from her nose. Uncle Ikenna walked in. Instead of helping her, he shouted, if I see you near any man again, I will break your legs. Do you hear me? Chisom nodded weakly. She cried later that night, whispering, Papa, Mama, why do you leave me? One evening, Dara saw her leaping. He stopped her. Tell me everything. She broke down and cried for the first time in years. He took her to a quiet place, gave her water, and said, my dear, tell me everything. You can trust me. Chisom said nothing, but silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. That night, Dara called someone, Detective Ozioma. Detective Ozioma was sharp, fearless, and respected. She began investigating quietly. She visited the burnt house. She checked the fire reports, found that someone turned off the fire alarm, interviewed neighbors, discovered suspicious insurance claims, found fake property transfer documents, noticed Uncle Ikenna became wealthy after the fire, saw bank transfer linking him to a loan shark, found Ifeoma old phone message. Mommy said daddy will settle everything tonight. Piece by piece, the truth came together. Chisom uncle killed her parents to steal their property and their wealth. One sunny day, Dara invited Uncle Ikenna, Auntie Inena, and Ifeoma to a restaurant. They arrived proudly, expecting business, but they met Chioma sitting beside a serious-looking detective. Ozioma dropped a brand file on the table. Evidence. Uncle Ikenna laughs nervously. What is all this nonsense? Ozioma opened the file. Mr. Ikenna, you are under arrest for murder, property theft, conspiracy, and child abuse. Auntie Inena gasped. Ifeoma began to cry. Chisom sat quietly, the past 10 years flooding her mind. It is a lie. We did nothing. said Mr. Ikenna. Detective Ozioma pulled out a voice recording. Auntie Inena's voice. Ikenna, make sure nobody survived that fire. We need those documents. The restaurants went silent. Ikenna fainted. Few weeks later, the court case was massive. Television stations covered it. Human rights organizations supported Chisom. When she stood in the witness box, the courtroom became quiet in tears. She said,
"All I wanted was love. They took everything from me, even my childhood."
Some people cried with her as the judge delivered judgment. Ikenna, life imprisonment. Auntie Inena, 25 years. And Ifeoma, 7 years for aiding the cover-up. All properties returned to Chisom. For the first time in 10 years, she breathed freely. From that day, Dara took Chisom in, bought her new clothes, took her to a therapy, helped her start school again, supported her business. One night, he held her hands and said, "Chisom, you walked through fire and survived. You are the strongest woman I know. Let me walk beside you for life." She cried into his chest, not in pain, but in healing. Moral lessons. Evil may last for a while, but justice will always rise. Greed destroys destinies. Treat orphans with love. God fights for them. Jealousy turns good hearts wicked. Kindness from one person can save a life. Your past does not define your future. True love is wound you hid from the world. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. God bless you. See you in our next video. Please come back and watch.